it comes to converts, lately I've been a little bit more stringent on them. Because I'm seeing that a lot of them want to convert theoretically. Like they like the idea of being part of the Jewish nation. They like the idea of doing something. But as far as once you start talking to some of them about their commitment to learning, their commitment to doing and things like that, all of a sudden you start seeing it's not the same passion. It's not the same excitement. Why do you want to be Jewish? Oh, it's the truth. Thank you very much, it's the truth. I'm not looking for that answer. I'm looking for why you want it. The truth doesn't mean you have to live it. You could be a liar. Or better yet, you could still the truth, but just as a goy. Why do you want to be a Jew? You know how hard it is to be a Jew? You know you can lose your olam haba like that as a Jew. I mean, you could lose your olam haba like that also as a goy. But still, nonetheless, why? Why do you want to take this so-called headache? According to most people's definition. Why? So I'm a little more stringent on them lately because I'm seeing that a lot of people that have converted, not through me, Baruch Hashem, but to other people, they become reshaim. I don't know how to say it another nicer way, but there's a lot of converts that I'm meeting lately that are mamash reshaim. We already have enough problems without them. We already have enough problems without them. 2,000 years we're in the exile. There's a reason for that. But I'm seeing a lot of them, unfortunately, there's a lot of them that are problematic. And the reason why is because there wasn't good teaching to begin with. Some of the stuff that they complain about, to me, it's like, how did somebody let this person convert? Like, for example, I hear a lot of times they complain about how difficult it is. If you are ever going to complain about how difficult it is to convert, you shouldn't convert. Because what you're saying, it's difficult to be a Jew. If it's difficult already for you, before you even know how to be a Jew, it's already difficult, why are you converting? Or better yet, somebody says, listen, you need to be a millionaire to convert. So, well, who says you have to be a millionaire? Oh, you have to move to a Jewish neighborhood, you have to buy this stuff. Okay, so what do you want it to do? Oh, you know, if there should be a different system. What do you want us to create a new religion? There are other religions that are free. It's called Christianity, Islam, Buddhism. There's a lot of free religions. What do you want? No, it should make it easier to convert. What do you mean make it easy to convert? You want us to change the rules? You want us to say that you could convert by yourself in the middle of Montana where your next door neighbor is 50 miles away, there's no minyan to be found, but we're going to convert you because you want to live the truth? Yeah, but I don't have any money, so I'm going to convert. That's your business with Hashem. Has nothing to do with the religion. Yeah, but I've been trying to convert for 5 years, for 10 years, for 20 years, and I can't afford it. Oh, you can't afford it. The problem is, you're right. You're right that you can't afford it. But you're wrong about one thing. You're thinking that you can't afford it because of the money. That's the mistake. It's not that you can't afford it because of the money. You can't afford it because you don't have the merit. The money comes when you have the merit. Oh, this is offensive. This is oh, how do I know? I know because that's how the Torah works. If Hashem wanted you Jewish, no power in the world would stop you from being Jewish. Saddam Hussein could come out of the kivil, come out of the grave, try to stop you, wouldn't be able to stop you. They can make a new law in the world, no more conversions, wouldn't stop you. Nothing would stop you. How do we know? We see it in history. We see it in history. There's an halacha in the Torah. Halacha in the Torah. Rambam says somebody that used to be a missionary, not allowed to even help him. Yitro, biggest missionary in the history of mankind. He was the Pope. Also the greatest convert that ever lived. Even the halacha couldn't stop him. Why? Yitro wanted it. He saw the truth, he wanted it. No power in the world stopped him. Ruth had everything in the world telling her not to do it. Ruth, everything in the world not to do it. Why would you convert? Your father's a billionaire, he's a king. King of Moab. Billionaire. He can burn money for fun, just to see what happens to the dollar bills. Just throws them in the air just to see what it looks like, in flame. That's what his father was. He had so much money. She was also, the Gemara says, one of the most beautiful women that ever lived in history. Like, people think that they see beauty when they see models and pictures and all types of things that are not allowed anyway. The beauty that Ruth had makes all of those people that people think today are beautiful look exactly like chimpanzees. They look like chimpanzees next to Ruth. All right, so you go to the zoo, you give a monkey, hey, little monkey, a banana. That's what we look like next to Ruth. So she was beautiful. She was rich. She had everything in the world. On top of that, the shidduch died. Her husband died. So if she was going to do something, it died. Naomi says to her, hey, listen, I'm old. I'm not bringing any more kids to the world. Go with your sister, Opa. Opa, she's going. You go also with her. Why are you staying here? Opa said to her, he said, yeah, I love you. Okay, I'll see you later. I said, sister, I love you. I'll see you later. Go with your sister. No, I'm not going with my sister. Why not? Why not? There's nothing going for you. I don't have any money. I don't have any kids. You have money and kids and everything over there. Why are you staying here? He says, I'm not converting for you. I'm not converting for your kid. I'm not converting for the money you don't have. I'm not converting for anything. I'm converting because your God is my God. Your nation's my nation. That's the only reason. I'm converting because this is where I have it. You're my teacher. My teacher's here. I'm converting here. If you were there, I'd go over there. But you're here. Because, yeah, but your sister's leaving. She's not my sister. You know, you're born the same mother. She's not my sister. So what? Coincidence. We happen to come out of the same stomach. Big deal. Coincidence. There's no such thing as coincidence. But in reality, you say it's coincidence. What's the big deal? We came out of the same stomach. So what? She's not my sister. You're my sister. You're my teacher. You're my nation. You're here. Yeah, but I don't have any money. I'm not converting for money. I don't have any kids. I'm not converting for any kids. I'm converting for Hashem. That moment, Boaz's wife died. He married her. From her comes Mashiach. From her comes Mashiach. No power in the world was able to stop her conversion. There was hunger for 10 years. Poverty everywhere. The giant that was supposed to bring Mashiach was 50 years older than her. 40 years older than her. They were married for one day. Why? He died the next day. Married, consummated the marriage by being together, finished, died the next day. Not even a honeymoon, not even enough time to go get to know each other, nothing. She had all the reasons in the world to go off the derech. But what'd she do? She lived, fulfilled the will of Hashem, lived to see Boaz, lived to see her son, lived to see her grandson David HaMelech, lived to see her great-grandson Shlomo HaMelech. She saw all of those generations. She lived. She was in the Bet HaMikdash. Her grandson and her son, everybody died. She lived. She was in the Bet HaMikdash with Shlomo HaMelech, sitting right next to him. Until this day, almost 4,000 years later, 3,000 years later, she is celebrating with Sarah Imenu, David HaMelech, in Olam Haba. Why? She made a decision. She made a commitment. It wasn't easy. What about her sister? What about her sister? You start Masechet Avodah Zarah. You're going to see in Masechet Avodah Zarah. What happened to her sister? What happened to her sister? She came from a good house. She had a lot of money. Everything was good, right? Her sister left. She left the teacher. She left Naomi. She said, no, thank you, but no thank you. I'm gone. Normal decision. I would make the same decision too if I was her. If I'm Orpah, what? Why am I going to stay with you? You're poor. You don't have any kids. I need to get married. I'm trying to get my life together. No? She got married. To her? To who'd she get married to? 100 people. You see, Gemara Masechet Avodah Zarah says she got married to 100 people. We don't even know who the father is of the son. Who's the son? Goliath. 100 people, but not one after another divorce like today, every day like a celebrity. Until you got divorced 5 times, you're not a celebrity. No, 100 people at the same time. Who's her son? Goliath. So, Ruth, David HaMelech. Orpah, Goliath. What's the decision? A very difficult one. Very difficult one. So for all of those people that complain about how it's difficult to convert, and it's expensive to convert, and it's this to convert, and you should know, it's merit. It all has to do with merit. It has nothing else. Same thing that I say to myself, and my rabbi, unfortunately, tries not to remind me, but I remind myself. He tries to be nicer to me than I am to myself. I always say myself, this is kaparat avonot. With all due respect, I love that people come to the shurim, but in the business world, if I had a talk, 500 people would show up without even advertising. 500 people would talk just without advertising. When I go travel, I go to Canada, I go to New York, I go to different places. A small shiur is usually 100 people. Sometimes, Baruch Hashem, we had a shiur in New York, 600 people. But sometimes I don't have any merits and only a minyan of people come, or sometimes 2 people come. One time nobody came. But man, one time no one came to the shiur. It was just me and the camera. So we started the shiur. Why? You have a shiur, you have to do the shiur. So we started the shiur. Me and the camera started the shiur. My wife is listening from upstairs, and I'm going at the camera. Me and the camera. And it was a good shiur too. You wouldn't tell. An hour and a half later, somebody shows up. It used to be in my house. An hour and a half later, somebody shows up to shiur. And he sees me going, dead, story, dead. And he's looking, where's everybody? Where's everybody? Are they roof? What's going on? Where? Who? And he just sits down. He doesn't know what to do with himself because this guy's talking to himself by a camera. He's excited. After the shiur, he goes, who are you talking to? There was nobody here the whole time. Who are you talking to? I said, Hashem is right there. You didn't see? If we have a shiur, Hashem is there. As far as having people, now you have to have merit. Hashem comes to the shiur. As far as having people, you have to have merit. You have to have merit. As far as if you want to succeed in anything in life, you have to have merit. It has nothing to do with money. It has nothing to do with your speech. It has nothing to do with anything. It has to do with merit. If you have merit, you will ultimately succeed. If you don't have merit, there's a reason for it. If you've been trying to convert for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 5,000 years, you were at Mount Sinai but they didn't let you in, whatever the case is, you shouldn't be worried about money. You shouldn't be complaining about the system. You should be looking in the mirror and saying, what am I doing wrong? Why won't Hashem let me in? I want in. What am I doing wrong? Some people, they get in like mamash, you wouldn't believe they were ever a goy. 2 seconds. I read a story one time. I don't know the person. The guy used to be a Christian minister. Like mamash, he had a church and everything. One day he discovers the truth. He says him and his wife and his kids, they literally converted in like 4 months. Moved to Israel, everything. He says it was the easiest process in the world. Baruch Hashem is Talmid Chacham now, learning, teaching, everything. But to convert a Christian minister should be the most difficult thing in the world. First, you have to undo all the garbage. You have to remove all the filth that's inside him. That alone takes a while. Then you have to make sure it doesn't come back because, sometimes you remove the garbage, but the smell stays there. You remove the garbage, but it's still smelly. Comes back. He still wants the Xmas and the Thanksgiving and 4th of July and there's still all that garbage. So the smell's still there, so you have to see. It takes a while. He says, conversion process, yishtabach shimo lahad, easiest thing in the world. Convert in a few months, move to Israel. Unbelievable. Conversion done in Israel. The Rabbanut in Israel doesn't look at you until you're tortured for a year. Don't even look at you. Unbelievable. Why? He had merit. He had merit. Other people I know also had merit. A few months they converted. Other people, 5,000 years they're not going to convert. Mount Sinai, part 2, still no. Still do not enter. Why? No merit. Why no merit? Doing something wrong. Doing something wrong. You're doing something wrong. And I'm seeing a lot of this. I'm seeing a lot of this where there's people that are living this so-called Jewish life without actually being a Jew, because they decided that they're Jewish. And they're not going to follow the system. They're not going to go in there. They're just going to do whatever they want. And they go to different people. Some of them call themselves rabbis. Some of them are not even Jewish themselves. And they said, no, we're Jewish. Why? Because my great-great-great-grandmother, she told somebody in a secret in some chamber somewhere during the birthday cake when everybody was drunk, she told them that maybe she's Jewish because she escaped from the Inquisition. But we don't have any proof that this actually ever happened. All of the people that believe they're anusim and they're related to somebody that was a Jew and so on, you shouldn't run away from conversion. In fact, you should be excited to convert. Why? This is what you have to do anyway. Conversion is not something different than being a Jew. Conversion is what you have to do as a Jew anyway. A Baal Tshuva and a convert are the same exact thing. They're both becoming Jewish. The Baal Tshuva was a Melech Bechalel Shabbat yesterday, now he's keep Shabbat. Kodesh Kodashim. You have to kiss his feet if you can. Baal Tshuva, Ishtabach Shimo. The Gemara says, place a Baal Tshuva stands, even someone that's from birth can never get to. The Mesilat Yesharim says, you want to go learn Torah, go learn from a Baal Tshuva. Don't learn from birth. Why? The Baal Tshuva is going to teach you stuff the from birth can't teach you. He can't teach you. Why? He doesn't know. Not the Torah. The Yetzirah. The Frum, he doesn't know the Yetzirah. He never had the Yetzirah of going to clubs and this, and he doesn't know. He never, Baruch Hashem, never been. Stay that way. The Baal Tshuva knows and fought against it and won. Same thing with the convert. But a person that converts, a person that does tshuva, but then he wants to live like a halfway secular life, he still wants to hang out with his goyim friends, he still wants to go to the goyim parties, he still wants to be a half a goy, but he has a kippah on. What fire they're preparing for him in Shamayim. Why? Because why'd you do it to yourself? Why'd you do it to yourself? Now, how do we stay away from this trouble? First and foremost, don't make excuses for yourself. Don't make excuses to yourself that it's all because of the system, it's all because of the rabbis, it's all because of money. It's not. It's because of merit. If we had merit, we'd have better results. If I had merit, 5,000 people would be inside this house. 5,000 people would be inside this house. Apparently I don't have enough merit to have 5,000. I have you, Baruch Hashem. B'ezrat Hashem, I'll have more merit. So I have to face facts myself also. You're the equivalent of 5,000 to me. But why we get to 5,000? Why? Because there's more people, B'ezrat Hashem, on the way. The reality is, Rabotai, everyone has to face facts. We have to face facts. Can't just, no. It's everybody else is at fault, not me. No. The fault starts at home.